All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Go.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Warriors 70. Let's go. Check out.
Henderson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Okay, break.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now. 65. Step 18. Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Pass play now. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the first. You always tell me, Bucket is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Another one for Gibbs. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down run by Gibbs. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-point game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
Feed the beast. Second time now we've called a touchdown for him, and now he's over 100 yards. No need to go anywhere else with the football, but put it in that guy's hands.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie things up at 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Buffalo 18, Cougar 19.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
First and 10.
Panther 11. Red.
Pass play coming here. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Clement pulls it in along the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Ready.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
70, hot
Leads
70,
to
drop
2nd
60,
and
drop
goal
60.
at the 9-yard line.
Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw is caught.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get on the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They're going to try to throw for it. On the move, headed right. And the defender comes away with it. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, Pittsburgh.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. 2nd quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start with 2nd and 6. Again, it's Gibbs. All right, short on market for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure running back's merit by touchdowns, yards. Fantasy football world we live in, but as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
There's the give to Dowdle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Gibbs on second down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Moving quickly, try to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Go!
It's Henderson on the give. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one connects. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. A give, left side for Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. Shoves him off. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up.
Say, yo, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit them. That's hating on them. Can they both? I hit them. Hating on them.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Coming right is Gibbs. Makes the tackle. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So second down coming up.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. So I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Running in with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player. That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Gibbs to start the third. With the second level at the 40. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going to the ground again on first. I danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Offense in a hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Here we go, set.
It's a design boot. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Looking quickly here.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day out on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Steady.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his tight end on the corner route. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back to watching on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Here he goes again. Into the red zone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Working now from the gun. Finds his running back, Henderson. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And the Florida falls to the deck.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
19, Tiger, 19.
Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Bucs have the first.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
60 Bobcats.
To throw here on 1st down. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do. If they sent him out, it's one of those spots out wide.
Looking inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there, put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. I'll toss it to Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down run by Gibbs. Here he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
You keep up.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18, Warriors 17. Get up.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll go play action. Complete out to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Henderson here from the gun. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Bronco 80. 19, Tiger, 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 7, go!
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Come on, set! 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Stephanie!
This time it's a passing play. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. Give him 37 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal. In just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go! Ready?
Setting up to pass. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Along the sideline past midfield. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Has a big hole left, and he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Check. 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60.
Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
We feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outcome.
Down a yard shy of the 25. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing now. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
a 36-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. Now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it'll be for the game winner.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
Their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Got it. Ready?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one connects. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime.
Steelers 45. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Challenge has been laid down, partner. And it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Starting at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down run with Dowdle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously, but now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 25 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying it left side. Dowdle. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Tampa spends its 2nd time out now. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Gibbs now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime.
Let's go now. Go.
Again, it's Gibbs. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A 7th rushing score in this game. That's a new NFL record. And everyone can breathe easier here as he knocks the point after through. And now it's golden goal here in overtime. Next score wins. Next score is going to be the one, Brock, that ends this game. All right, we're set and back underway. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football. This truly has been the overtime that will not end, Brock, and it'll keep on going to yet another possession as they force a key fumble there.
Somebody eventually has got to make the play that ends this thing, right? Otherwise, clock's just going to get to 0, and we're going to end in that just horrible time. This defense, they do their part to keep things going now. It's another chance for their teammates to get the job done.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Motion man sent left. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition.